Hello, Taurus. Welcome. I'm Ryan. Thank you for being here. It's going to be a general reading, so of course everything may not resonate. Take what does and leave the rest. And for more tarot readings after this, please check out my wife's channel and Route 53 Tarot Pictures read with you as well. Thank you. All right, let's see what's going on here. Interesting message, Taurus. Interesting message. That's very interesting. How do I say this? There's a lot of introverted energy here. Even you're kind of showing, how do I say this? You're showing me not necessarily this contradiction. Everything is not what it appears to be. Everything is not what it seems at first glance or at first look. You're showing me that even though you have a lot going on, even though that you're showing up very confident with yourself and who you are, as well as what you're accomplishing and taking care of for yourself, financially speaking, regarding your work and your career and your financial endeavors or pursuits, you're showing me I've got it all under control. At the same time, you're also kind of showing me, energetically speaking, you feel exhausted. So much so that there's this questioning of whether or not you actually are what you present yourself to be, or you feel how you think you feel, or how you think what you think you think. Like I said, it almost kind of seems and feels like it's a little bit of a rabbit hole when it comes to this overall situation or this dynamic of what you're dealing with. You're showing me that it's like, well, here I am. But for some reason, you're kind of showing me, it almost seems and feels like you're slightly boxed in. And that, unfortunately, is where you're kind of sitting with yourself, sitting with your thoughts and your emotions, and you're kind of saying like, I'm actually not too happy. I'm actually not too happy. So there's something here regarding either who you are or what you do that doesn't align with your overall vision of what you're wanting to accomplish and pursue for yourself. Something's not aligning. As well as something doesn't sit right with you. Oh, that snapped you out of it, didn't it? That did. That snapped you out of it. Jeez. Yeah, that snapped you out of it. You're like, and yeah, absolutely. Geez Louise, you're kind of saying like, I'm over it, I'm over it, I'm over it very quickly. And there's someone you're clearly dealing with. So maybe it's also a matter of who you're dealing with, your dynamic and situation, or possibly a relationship with them. I do get another story here that shows me it's like you do everything you can to kind of like make yourself presentable. At the same time, it's this energy of, again, wanting to guard and protect oneself, and then actually trying to kind of determine whether or not you're actually happy doing what you're doing, or spending all this time and this energy and this effort into whether it's your looks, your appearances, your aesthetics, whatever it is. You're kind of saying like, I have to do all of this. At the same time, you're kind of showing me as well, what is it all for? Is it all actually for me? Do I actually get any happiness or fulfillment from it, or do I not? And so I kind of feel like even for you, you're like, all this work and this effort on oneself is not, in a sense, giving back to you. It's not paying you anything in return. And I kind of feel like that's where you're energetically going cold, and you're saying, you know what? I'm just over it. I'm just over it. I just want to drop it. I just want to leave it. I'm done with it. You're kind of like, well, that sucked. Let me just kind of move forward. And there you are, Taurus. So financially speaking, what you're saying is the money, the work, the job, the career, that's not the problem. That's definitely not the problem. You're kind of like saying, that's my baby. That's what I'm going to protect and hold close to me. That's what makes me happy. It's just all this other aesthetics and appearances and all the effort for that is kind of like out the window. You're over it. There's definitely some sort of communication here between you and someone. There is. Yeah, you kind of more so stepping into this business mindset more than anything. Interesting. You're showing me at the same time that that's where you're happiest. Focusing on business. Interesting. Whatever communication is taking place between you and someone here, I don't know what this is about, whether it's friends, family, a close one, loved one, I don't know. But you're showing me that whatever this communication is, it definitely lightens the mood, but it also kind of creates in this energy more creativity for the sake of what you're working on, what your focus is, which again, I do feel like is a business endeavor. Yeah, there it is, business endeavor. Yeah, that's what I thought. Why? Yeah, but yeah, you're back to it. You're back to it. I feel as if like you gain ideas and you have these creative moments, but at the same time, for some reason, you're kind of showing me, even though it's like you have to make some sort of shifts or changes to your situation, your circumstances, even though you can kind of create very quickly for yourself, again, it's this energy of fulfillment. How happy actually are you? Because you show me over here, there's something that already currently in place that you are pretty happy and fulfilled about, but then it's almost like the continuance or repetitious cycle of having to do this. That's where you're just kind of like, and I'm over it. Once again, you're kind of like, and I'm over it. But I know I need to kind of like figure this out for myself and let me relook at everything. Interesting. It's an energy of like, you're not wanting to necessarily just add on things for the sake of adding on things. You're wanting something more bigger, more grand. I don't know what that is, but you definitely are focused on it. So of course, if you are possibly dealing with anyone, you could be dealing with fire sign, earth sign, air sign, or water. They're all here. Goodbye.